This is the XTool S1 diode laser, and today I'm going to tell you some of the features I love about this machine, and we're going to make a cute starter project. So let's get going. I was excited when XTool contacted me and asked if I would like to try out their S1 diode laser. I had already started searching for my next laser. If you've been around here before, you know that I happen to have an XTool D1 Pro 20 watt. I had planned on making my next laser a CO2, but when XTool reached out to me and asked if I'd like to try their S1, I wasn't going to tell them no. I didn't think that there would be a huge difference between the two diode lasers. They're both 20 watt, and so I figured they'd be pretty compatible in how they function. I was wrong, and if you can't tell from my voice, I'm also sick, and I've been holding off trying to make this video until I was feeling a little better, and so you didn't have to hear all this, but I needed to go ahead and get them done. So if you will bear with the cold, let's get into the features of this machine. XTool has made safety a huge priority with this machine. That's actually what the S in S1 stands for. As you can see, it's fully enclosed with a large laser-safe viewing window in the top that will keep your eyes protected. It also has a safety stop. When the lid is lifted, it halts operation. There are 5 direction flame detection sensors within the enclosure for safe operation. It also has an emergency shutoff button on the side over here. I do wish it was a little closer to the front so you wouldn't have to reach over the machine in order to hit the button, but I'm glad there is one. Next is its autofocus capability. I believe this feature is key to being able to use your machine right out of the box without too much trial and error or too much wasted material. To use this feature, you'll move the laser head over the material and click this distance button. The pin will drop down to touch the top of the material, and then the laser head will automatically move over to the back right corner to reset the pin. Next is the ability to set the material processing area. You can use this multiple point positioning system to tell the laser exactly where your material is. On the right hand side, you'll click on Start Marking, and a window will pop up for you to choose the approximate shape of your material. And you'll see this in action as soon as we start our project. The kit XTool sent me included the optional honeycomb and an air assist. In my opinion, you'll want to have these 2 items with your machine. Now, this air assist is definitely a step up from the original I had with my D1 Pro. It does have multiple air speeds, but it makes it even easier and user-friendly by having this auto setting. This allows the S1 to control the airflow output. It's the setting I've kept it on while I've been testing the machine out for the past couple weeks, and it's worked great. It's one less thing you have to figure out. Next is the curved surface engraving, and that is actually my favorite feature. It allows you to measure the curve of your material, and it ensures perfectly focused engraving on items like bowls or wooden spoons or anything with a curved surface. I'll be going into more detail on that feature in my next video. We'll start our project now by grabbing the free SVG for the cutting boards at my website. I'll have the link in the description box below, and we'll download the file. Hop into Creative Space software, click on Image, click on the SVG we just downloaded. For my project, I want 3 cutting boards, and I want them all approximately 8 inches tall. I'm going to do 2 rectangles and 1 of the round ones. So I'm going to copy and paste my other rectangle, and I don't want it to be 100% identical. So I'm going to go up here and click on the lock so that I can adjust the sizing of the image. And I'm just going to pull it to the side a little bit, making it wider. Now I want these all about 8 inches tall. If you noticed at the beginning of the video, you saw that what I'm doing is putting the letters EAT on these cutting boards to use in my kitchen. So I'm just going to go ahead and use one of the fonts available in Creative Space. So I'll click on text. To give the project a little bit of added interest, I'm going to do each of the letters in a different typeface. So I'll get the E and put it here, and then we'll click on typeface. I like that for the E. And I'm even going to make the A lowercase, again, for some added interest here. And as you can see, as you're scrolling down, not all of the fonts show a preview in this window, but you can always click on them and then it will change on your canvas so you can see exactly what that one's going to look like. Now I'll go ahead and finish up getting all 3 letters in place. Okay, now we have our project set up and ready to cut. I'm using 1/8 inch Baltic birch plywood for this project. And with my wood in the machine, the first thing I need to do is move the laser head over the project area and select the distance for auto measure. That will allow the laser to autofocus the project. Then we need to mark out the area of our material. So I'm going to select rectangle since I have a full sheet in here and start marking. When you're done, click End Marking and done. Then you'll see the rectangle of your material on the screen, and you just need to go ahead and place each of your objects within the material area. And this is one of the things I do love about the S1, that it allows you to maximize on your cutting material so that you don't end up having a lot of waste. Okay, then down here I'm going to click on the black layer since I have everything at one layer, change it to cut. And I have tested these materials before. This is just some Baltic birch that I buy on Amazon, and I know it does well at 100 power, speed of 6, and 1 pass. So we can click process and start. I hope you liked today's project. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like if you'd like to see more XTool tutorials. And I'll see you next time in the craft room.